Hello and welcome to May's Let's Plays, and today we're playing Minecraft. So let's get going, because boy have I got some stories to tell you guys. I am going to do a separate video for some of these stories, but because I know I've neglected the channel over the weekend. Oh! As you can see me and the partner, when he was co-hosting, we've just added a bit more stone. That's all we've done, just to make it a bit more secure, because after the second creeper explosion, I got a little bit sick of it, so we've just added. But unfortunately I made obsidian when I was trying to put the lava in, so yeah, that was pretty stupid of me. But today's episode, I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest with you. I've not really planned it. I thought I'd wing it, see what comes up. I've got lots of buckets of water. I don't know why. I can't remember what... Uh-oh, there's Enderman. We're not looking at you, Enderman. Quick move. Yeah, I apologise. I can't think of what we'll be doing today, but... hey, that's never stopped us before. We'll think of something. We might go in the mine, because the mine seems to be doing us good at the minute, and I don't want to miss. What am I doing? Leaving the doors open. Say we're going to go in the mine. Yeah, there's monsters nearby, but it's the Enderman. There's nothing I can do about it. There we go. Whatever we're doing, we'll do it after we've had a nap. But yeah, if you guys didn't realise, it was Doncaster's first of hopefully many, I'm sure it will be, Digicon events at the weekend, and I was volunteering. So that's why, unfortunately, like I say unfortunately, you guys are probably happy about it, but the videos probably got a little bit messed up over the weekend. I wasn't able to, well, I was, but trust me, when I tell you some of these stories, you'll understand, hopefully, why maybe doing the videos wasn't my first thought. But, so yeah, sorry, it was Doncaster's first and big Digicon event, and Digicon was a comic book, anime, TV, sci-fi, sort of everything convention. It was amazing! Amazing, difficult, tiring, and oh my god, like I said, stories to follow, maybe in an update video, but all in all, it was one of the best weekends I've ever spent. But I didn't have time nor the energy to produce videos, so I apologise for that. That's why the videos were a bit messed up this weekend, but we're back now, and why did I die? What killed me? Oh no, oh no. Creeper. Creeper, I saw it, but I hoped it would just despawn. Oh, how much is it destroyed? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, I don't know why I was panicking. I don't know why I was panicking. Have we got any torches? No. How are we going to survive without any torches? Alright, I'll have to make some. But yeah, so that's why the videos may have been slowed slightly, was just because I hadn't the energy nor the time to do any. And let's just say, I'm not a big anime fan, I'll be honest with you guys. Anime tends to pass me by. But you know what I am a fan of? The anime voice actors. I've met many this week. Many this weekend, and I've got to speak to many, because I was MCing and not rapping, but like introducing all the guests. I was working on the sound system and all that, so I got to speak to some of the guests while I was setting up, and all I've got to say is, oh wow, these guys are down to earth. There was Tiffany Grant, who is from like I said, I'm not an anime fan. I'm a fan of the actual human beings, but the characters, I don't know them. But there was Tiffany Grant, who I know is from Evangelion. There was Spike Spencer. I think that's his name. Sorry, there's a joke there. I've been calling him Scott Spinner all weekend. Just because, for some reason, I can't get his name right. But he, oh my god, guys. You need to watch Spike Spencer. See, I almost did it again there, Scott Spinner. Spike Spencer's comedy stuff, because he is stupidly funny. I bought one of his audio CDs, which is going to be in when I'm showing off my swag from the weekend, my little grab goodie bag. But he is a funny man, and a really nice man as well. He's I was surprised. I was expecting someone a bit more pompous, let's say. You know what I mean? Like, he goes to a lot of cons. I was expecting him to be a bit like, oh, come on. I've got better things to do than this. But no. I've never met a man who is more happy to be, I'm just going to say it, happy to be alive than Spike Spencer. So, guys, if you don't know who he is, or if you like Evangelion, I think he was the bad guy in it. Don't quote me on that, but from what he was saying and what everyone around him was saying, I think he was the bad guy. He had evil minions. He kept saying, everyone will know this line, I am looking for my evil minions, or something very similar to that. Sorry, like I said, unfortunately not an anime fan. But he was amazing. Always full of energy. Full of energy the whole time he was on stage. Oh, very funny at all times. It wasn't like he was ever something like he was vamping, you know. Oh, I've got to come up with something, so I'll just talk until something comes in. Oh, Jesus, die, mini zombie. It wasn't like he was vamping at any point. No, it seemed like every moment was completely meant to be there. And his wife as well, she's a very nice lady. Very, very pretty. Like, jaw-droppingly pretty his wife is. Not to say, he's a very, very attractive man as well. I'm not trying to say, like, how did he do that? But, yes, his wife was really, really pretty and just such a nice person. So, yeah, if you guys are looking to sort of look for a comedy album, it is, unfortunately, I think he's only doing it at the cons at the minute. But he has a comedy album, so if you guys are going to a con that Spike Spencer's at, I highly recommend it. He was amazing, funny, and it's just worth it. It's just worth it. Even to say that you've met the guy from Evangelion, but just to say that you've met him as a person. Sorry, can you tell he's made a fan out of me? A guy that I'd never heard of, and I am now singing his praises like some sort of fangirl. But that's how nice and funny and down to earth as well. Surprisingly down to earth for, like I said, a man that I know a lot of his fans would probably like kill to see. Oh Jesus, creeper's blown up. Ain't no. Oh, what? We definitely need to get a cat. We need to get a cat for this protection, because what are all these creepers doing? It's daytime, why are all the creepers spawning? I know they spawn in the dark, so is it just too dark downstairs? Die, zombie, I haven't got any tools to kill you with. Axe, that'll do. Oh jeez, I'm gonna die anyway. Alright. But yeah, some of the other people, Tiffany Grant. Oh my god. If you want to meet a more genuine, funny, endearing, amazing, nice, pretty, funny person, I can't recommend more than Tiffany Grant. Obviously, like I said, there was and people at the con that were getting a little bit excited about obviously Tiffany Grant and all the Evangelion people being there. Which is to be expected. I'm not saying that in a negative way. You'll understand what I'm on about in a minute. So, there was a lot of people really excited to see her. And we had Peter Davidson, who is one of the Doctor Who's, or was one of the Doctor Who's, I should say. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, I'll be honest. Not a Doctor Who fan. I like sci-fi. We had the Blue Lady from... I've lost it now. Farscape. The Blue Lady from Farscape. As soon as I realised who she was, I kind of got into her, and we had Davros. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Tiffany Grant and Peter Davidson. When she found out that he was there, Peter Davidson had a panel, front and centre. Front, centre, asking questions before it even said, has anyone got questions, was Tiffany Grant. It was really kind of jaw-dropping to see a hero of many people being so hero-worshipped of another hero of so many people. You know what I mean? It's difficult to explain. I'm not explaining it well, but to see someone that spends their life with people always admiring them, to see them admire someone themselves is really kind of cool. So, yeah, that was a really, really nice moment from the weekend. Because we didn't... Well, I realised, because I'd spoke to Tiffany Grant, but the people that was working the front desk for the stage area didn't realise she was such a Peter Davidson fan. So it took them all by surprise when she came bolting across when his panel was on. It was just kind of funny to see their... Oh no, creeper. To see their reaction to a lot of their heroes. She is a hero to many of the staff that was working. React like that to Peter Davidson, one of the doctors, a hero to the other half of the staff. Really, really humbling experience to see. And just, I'm trying to think. There's one guest that I got to shake his hand. I got to get him coffee. I got to be close to him, not in a pervy way. I got to talk to him, and I got to be and breathe the same air as him. Norman Lovett. Now, guys, I hope you know who Norman Lovett is. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel slightly. No, I was gonna say betrayed. I'm sorry, that's an awful thing to make a joke about. No, I would feel slightly shocked that you guys don't know who Norman Lovett is. But if you don't, in England we have yeah, it's still going on, but I've never seen any of the newer stuff, so I can't comment on it, apart from the fact I do know it's not very funny. I've seen enough to know it's not very funny. But we have a little series called Red Dwarf, and this is fronted by Craig Charles, Craig Charles, Danny... Fuck, I've forgotten his name now. The cat, Danny... It's a double-barreled name. Danny... Oh, I've forgotten now. Danny Jules something. Basically, the cat and Holly Norman Lovett. And I am such a huge fan of Red Dwarf. I have all the first original 8 series, and I've watched them since I was a kid. I am such a fan of it. So Norman Lovett is Holly from Red Dwarf. I didn't think I was going to be that bad with him. I bumped into him. Like, I noticed he was there, and I just had to go and say hello while we were setting up. And that basically started the weekend of me slyly looking at him, smiling, and then running away bright red. But I got to shake his hand. I've bought his stand-up DVD signed. That I'm going to show that off in the swag bag, goodie bag showcase. And he is such a down-to-earth guy. I was fangirling so hard over him. At one point, I got him a coffee. He'd asked for a coffee, so I was like, working there, I was like, yeah, of course I'll get you a coffee. What would you like? I got him. And he told me no sugar. And I know he said no sugar, but I couldn't help it. Because I was getting coffee for some other delightful people, and their names escape me, and I do apologize. It's Pam somebody. So I really apologize, Pam. Not that you'll be watching, but I apologize. I'll find the name out for the next episode. But she was sat next to her, so I was getting a coffee for her, and I was getting a coffee for a stormtrooper. So I was getting coffees for people, and they all wanted, obviously, some had sugar, some didn't, and all that. So I got Norman Lovett some sugar, just in case he wanted some, because I'd forgotten who'd ordered what. So I was handing it to him, and I got the shakes. Like, my hand came within inches of Norman Lovett, and I was shaking so bad that the coffee was like the sugar was flopping around, and it wasn't my smoothest of moments. Let's just say that it wasn't my smoothest of moments, but he was super cool. He was a delight to be around. And so was Pam, and I feel bad for her. She was a member, or an extra I should say, of the Star Wars cast. She was the big-headed lady in the Tatooine bar. You know, the do that bar. In the, like, one of the corners, she was sat. It's one of them. I didn't realise it was from Star Wars. It's a picture that I've seen everywhere. For some reason, people love to use that picture. So much so, like I said, I didn't know it was from Star Wars. So you'll have seen her. Don't worry, you'll have seen her. But she was amazing. I honestly think that she had just as much fun being there as we had having her there. It was, she was really cool. Simon Fisherbecker, who was a blue guy from Doctor Who. I've forgotten his name. The big, like I'm gonna have to say it, a fat blue guy from Doctor Who, and like a merchant EI. He was there, and he was, well, we got into discussions. It was kind of nice to. As well as his comedy show, My Daleks Has a Puncture, which is his autobiography show. That's pretty funny as well. I would highly recommend seeking that out if he's coming to a con near you. It's a autobiography style show where he goes through. It's got some interesting things. You will learn a lot about the careers of actors, let's say. It's very frank and very sort of intimate. I think that's why he charges for it. It's a very intimate show. Because, he's very honest and open in it. But, yeah, he was there. He was a great guy and great fun. To be honest with you, I don't think there was anyone that wasn't great fun. I'm trying to think of now. No, I think everyone that was there was great fun. I had a friend who, basically there was two types of volunteers. I was on PA system and emceeing, so I was always by the stage. I was announcing guests, I was announcing what was coming up next, making sure that all the levels were right, everyone had all the equipment they needed to do their show, because some of them need projectors and stuff. But a friend of mine was on handler duty. I apologise if that's not the correct term, but his job was to look after some of the celebrities, and my friend had pulled out of the bag Lita from wrestling, Amy Dumas, and so this is like, I will point out, like one of his, I wouldn't even say, yeah, I'd say childhood, he's young enough, but one of his childhood, I think it was one of those that, I'm sure he won't mind me saying this, I think it awoke his sexuality, Amy Dumas, like she did for many a young boy and girl in the late 90s. So he was looking after her, Lita from WWE, and on the second day they'd moved her spots, which they do just to give her, so like things are getting a bit fresher. So the place that they placed her was next to David Prowler, who was the actual body for Darth Vader. Not James L. Jones, who did the voice. It was the body, the 6 foot, the man in the, not the guy with the helmet off, but the actual man in the suit. Darth Vader. Not Darth Vader when he takes his mask off. Not Darth Vader's voice. Darth Vader. So this guy's like 6 foot odd, but like I looked at him, looked down, he had Lita sat next to him. They were next to Darth Vader, and at the end of the table, Peter McGann, Doctor Who. It was the proudest moment of his life. Every time I turned around, he had a big beaming grin on his face. And honestly, we all did. We all got to meet some of our heroes. And especially in my case, I got to make some new heroes as well. I'm gushing. I'm gushing so hard. I can't even talk about the game we're playing, but I've had such fun, and it was such an amazing weekend. I'm not sure if there's going to be a YouTube link or if there's going to be a Facebook one, but I will put a link in this video in the description. I'll put a link in the description of this video to the Facebook page at least of Digicon, and I highly recommend joining it just to look at some of the photos and just to have a look at it all, because it was so amazing. It was, I wouldn't say a once in a lifetime experience, because hopefully we're having another one, which I'm pretty sure we are. I've spoke to the guy organising it all, and he's pretty psyched to have it all go again. He's going to do a few things different, but like it was I think it was a rousing success. Like I said, can't talk out of turn. That would be bad of me, but fun-wise, we all had a blast doing it. So yeah, anyway, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see some of the videos, some of the pictures. I've got a whole bunch more stories to tell, but I'm going to do them in a separate video, because, well, the reason is I'm going to be gushing about this for a long, long time. Especially in video terms, because, you know, I record things in sections of threes. So I'm going to be gushing over this for a long time in this, so I was talking deeply there. Especially for video styles, I'm going to be gushing for a long time. So just to give you guys a break, I won't talk about it now in any more Minecraft episodes. I am going to do I'm going to do like an update video where I'll talk at length about some of the stuff that's happened. Some more guests that were there, and I'll find out guys' names to let you know who I'm talking about, because oh jeez, I'm so busy that my brain is still asleep right now, because like I said, I was on the PA system and I didn't know, nobody else knew how to use the PA system, so I was there, I set up, and then I went running around. even taking note of, like Spike Spencer or Tiffany Grant. These were people with just names to me. I started off the weekend as, oh, cool, you guys are cool. I could talk to you, and at the end it turned into, oh my god, you guys are so cool. I feel bad for talking to you like a normal person. Oh, I forgot we were building the village. That's what we'll do next time. We'll carry on building the village. Sorry, I forgot about that. It's been a long time and it's been very busy. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. So Tiffany Grant, bless her, cotton socks. It was her first con in England as well, I believe. She's done so in Ireland, but first in England, which is a pretty cool boon to have. Like, for English people, especially for the 20th anniversary Evangelion panel. I'm just gushing. I'm just gushing. Jeez. I will get into some of the, I say bad stuff. I was on my feet, or should I say running around for at least 12 hours, sort of each day. I think I did 11 hours one day and 13 the other, so I've done about 24 hours over this past 48, and I've got blisters like you wouldn't believe. Jeez, these are ugly blisters. The partner, unfortunately, was working. He was helping out as well. He helped out Saturday, but he was working Sunday, so he couldn't come down. So Sunday night, I got in after the con, and I'm like, look, I can just admit, my feet are killing me right now. I've got blisters. And he's like, oh, what do you mean you've not been doing that much? He's not been with me through the con. He's been sorting out his own section. But I took my socks off, and I've got blisters all over my feet, and you guys don't want to see them. Trust me, I was thinking about taking a picture, but looking at them today in a fresh light from an awake eyes, no, I'll save you guys that horror. But when you're talking about feet, as my mum always says, I've just looked at the time, when you're talking about feet, it's time to end the episode, May. Always remember that. When you're talking about feet, nothing good can happen after that. So, I'm going to end this episode here. Let me get into a place that I can end it. Let's go to bed. Let's put our hands on the bed even if we can't sleep. But I'm going to say goodbye right now after killing this zombie. Zombie who's not noticed me. Why haven't you noticed me? There you go. But, so it's not night time. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. So I'm going to say goodbye and join us next time.